All right, everyone. We might get going. We know you're busy and I don't want to hold people up too much. So thanks for attending today. This is the second webinar that we have for our NT New Products Showcase. My name is Karen Smith. I'm the International Trade Manager at Tourism and Events Northern Territory, and we're joined here today with Dylan Dudley, who's our Industry Development Officer, who some of you might know. Before I start, I just want to respectively acknowledge and honour the Aboriginal people of the Northern Territory and recognise the continuation of culture, connection to lands, water and country. We pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging. So thanks for coming along. I want to introduce our operators that we've got attending today. We've got 5 operators. They've all just completed the ATEC Distribution Development Program, which Dylan has worked on with them. So it's really exciting for us to have some product who are now working in these international markets. So we've got John from On Barra, Nada from Darwin Camel Rides, Harisha from Darwin City Hotel, Scotty from Down Under Safaris, and Deb from NT Driver Guide. So Deb can't make it today. I've got her presentation, and Scotty is hoping to be here. He is just being called out on a bit of an emergency. So I will potentially take you through his presentation as well. So before we start, I just wanted to remind you about the $500 Visa gift card that we've got up for grabs. I'll draw this later today, so good luck. And just with the flow of today, everybody will have 10 minutes to talk about their products. We'll do some questions at the end if anybody has any. And I've also got everybody's contact details at the end that you can jot down if you need to get in touch with them. So I'm just going to hand over to John. I'll just stop sharing my screen and I will take that away, John.
Sure, thanks, Karen. Good morning, everyone. I'll just get sharing here. Thank you for the time out of your day. How's that? Can we all see?
Looks great.
Beautiful. All right, yeah, so my name is John. Together with Dan from Humpty Doo Barramundi, we've put together what we're hoping to be, and has been so far, what we reckon is the most reliable barramundi experience that you can have. We're a land-based barramundi fishing outlet, and I'm going to keep it tight so we can move on nice and quick and get to the good stuff, all right? So we're positioning ourselves as a fishing attraction and venue because we're catering to quite a few different groups. Hooked on Barra, we designed it for FIT, families, touring groups, incentives. Our core is really land-based fishing, getting that barramundi hero moment, as you can see in the picture there with the guy and his family. But we're removing the hassle of getting out to remote spots, finding the hard-to-find spots, and also having to have a four-wheel drive and a boat to get there. We are located on the way to Kakadu, so it's about 55 minutes from Darwin. We're walking distance to the famous jumping crocodile cruises as well, and we're right on the road where Fog Dam is as well. So on the way out to us, you can stop by and have a few nice little natural stop-offs. It is a good natural half-day tour. There's quite a few buses that come out to us and drop their people off and have a go. It's also a good stop along the way to Kakadu. We've got a lot of parking. We've got 5 hectares of parking for caravans, buses, and plenty of cars when they're out there. So in one line, pretty much, Hooked on Barra is the true top-end experience without the remote hassles. It's land-based. It's in an NT wetland surrounds. It's part of the Adelaide River wetlands, so they're quite unique in their own. It's close to Darwin, so it's nice and easy to program, and we keep it really controlled. So it's fenced, the fences are pegged down, they've got concrete underneath them. So it's a very nice, safe environment so that people can just relax. Why it works? At a glance, we stock 1,500 barra in the main pond, and we get about 5-star guest satisfaction so far. Keep in mind, we did only operate for last dry season. But the key to this and getting everybody onto a fish and having a good time, it's really the stock rotation. So we've got the advantage of being partnered up with Humpty Doo Barramundi Farm. So we can turn our fish over, move them between ponds and keep them nice and happy and healthy. That's the main thing. We've got a few different products. We keep it pretty simple, just 4 products. Our core experience, which is the HOB one there, that's a 90-minute premium session. That's sort of the sweet spot we found where people are having a good time, catching enough fish and not standing out there for too long, where the kids are starting to get bored and run around their ankles. The HOB2, the quick hookup, that's a 60-minute session. It's the same thing. We give them a quick angling lesson, show them how to catch their fish, help them get their photos, but those are aligned with the crocodile sessions over the road. The HOB3, that's our premium upsell. It's a 1 meter club is what we call it. It's a trophy fish pond. So the guy in the photo there, that was a 99-centimeter fish. They're all 95 centimeters and above. So some of them are up to 1.40 meters in that one. And our HOB4, which is really what we're going to push for mid-2026 onwards. We're setting up a bar, little cooking area, and this is going to be sunset fishing, having a barbecue, and just really feeling the top end wetlands. So digging a bit deeper into it, yeah, so this one, it's enough time for the anglers to learn, enjoy the fight without feeling rushed or it being dragged out. It is beginner friendly. We keep the sessions capped at about 15 per session. If you do have groups that are 20, 25, we can cater, but it's the sweet spot's about 15 in a session. And it is a flexible itinerary. We keep a staff member there all day. So what we advertise as the times, they can be flexible. Our quick hookup, again, it's the tighter format, same day, but it's more suited for the half-day touring and the quick stop-offs on the way through. Our 1 meter club with the premium limited spots. We only do 1 to 2 spots of this a day. And that's for the fish health, that's for the customer satisfaction, and it just makes sure that when they do get into that pond, it is going to be a good hookup and it's a good fishing experience for them. Our Sunset Fish and Feast, that's going to be a hosted NT lifestyle experience. So the golden hour down on the floodplains is beautiful. There's lots of birds and buffaloes cruising by, and a nice big red sunset paired up with a barbecue feed of a whole barramundi. Beauty. So our rates, this is where we get into it. The retail pricing, this is all retail price. Everything's up for negotiation, of course, but we keep it nice and transparent. 98 for an adult for the hour and a half, 70 for the hour. The Meter Club trophy fish, because of the limited spots, it's a 1 set price and it's an upgrade. And our tentative prices come mid-2026. The Sunset Fish and Feast is going to be 149 and 139. Cool. So we're really trying to build it so that it's reliable. If we say we're going to be there, we are there. We keep some staff on hand at all times, and controlling the numbers, having the land-based format, it makes it safer and easier than remote fishing. And we can build out group packages with the crop crews next door. So if you want to, and you've got a big group, we can pair it up, and we can easily handle up to 50 people an hour between the two. But we are sort of focusing on the Hooked on Barra first. So for groups and mice, we operate a bit like a venue. It's a hosted experience. We do private buyouts, so people can just bring their whole team down and have it for themselves. We've got the shaded area there, some Wi-Fi, and the ambulance toilets. Fishing, we can easily host up to 30 people around the pond and under the shade very comfortably. We've had up to 50. And again, if we want to scale up, we just add on the crop crews and it gives us a bit more space to move the people around and have a good time. So if you're wondering about the transport, it is about 55 minutes from Darwin or Darwin Airport, whichever way you look at it. It is south of Darwin. It's on the way to Kakadu, so there's only one road. It's nice and easy for them, and it's pretty hard to get lost on the way out to there. If you've got big groups and things and you need a bit of hand with the transport, we can definitely help arrange coaches. And, you know, if the 1 hour session is probably more your customer speed, we've got a partner bus, and then that stops off for an 11:15 to 12:15 fishing session every day. So yeah, that's a nice and quick one. That's hooked on Barra, reliable, safe, easy to sell, and to everything and anything moving forward. And hope to hear from you all. Thank you.
Right, thank you for that, John. Are there any questions from anyone? If you do, just unmute yourself and you can ask away. I think this is a cool product. We were talking about this earlier in the week about how it will fit nicely into a Kakadu itinerary, people going and doing the jumping crocs and then doing some fishing, and also not being committed to that sort of half day or full day of fishing, being able to sort of have that nice quick experience of it. So yeah. Well, I don't think we've got any questions coming through.
Thanks, John.
But yeah, so thank you for that. Well, we're going to move on now to.
Sorry, John.
Yep.
It's Sarah. I just wanted to ask, what's the maximum and minimum number of people you can host at the fishing site?
We can host quite a few. We have a very big land area, but if we're doing fishing as the primary activity, you'd probably call it about 30 maximum per hour. And then very comfortable is 15 to 20.
Okay.
And the minimum numbers, John, there's someone there all the time, right? So people can just pop in.
That's right. During our advertised session, there's no minimum numbers. If you've just got one person, we're happy to be there because we are there every day anyway.
Great.
Okay. Thank
And
you.
obviously people, we want people to be pre-booking so they know their numbers that they're expecting. But yeah, great. Just any other questions before we move on? Nothing for now. All right. Well, thank you so much for that. We're going to move on now to Nada from Darwin Camel Rides. I'll let you take that away, Nada.
Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. Please bear with me while I share my screen with you guys. Okay, here we go. Cool. All right. Can everybody see my screen?
We can. Yep. Do you want to put it into full screen? Yep.
Yep.
Perfect.
Cool. And here we go. All right. So how you going, everyone? My name is Nada Solomon. I am the owner and director of Darwin Camel Rides. I'm also the head camelier there. A little bit about Darwin Camel Rides. We are a family-owned and operated camel riding experience or tours on Mendel Beach. We've been operating since 2024. Those early days of 2024, we've been operating at Mendel Markets. I'm sure you know Darwin is known for Mendel Market Sunset. And yeah, so that's where we currently do our rides on Mendel Market Beach. We offer a guided camel rides along Mendel Beach. It is a family and friendly activity. We cater for all ages. I think the youngest person we've had on our camels were about 6 months old, all the way to about 98. As you can see in the pictures, we have 2 riders per camel. We are operating 4 camels at the moment. I do have a capacity of 6 camels at the beach, but I've only got the 4 that are currently riding and very well trained. At all times, we are accompanying the camels, so myself and another operator or handler will be going down to the beach at all times, enjoying the sunsets and pre-sunset rides. We are the only camel riding operation in Darwin on Mendel Beach. One of their famous rides are the Sunset Ride, and as you can see in the pictures, it's most famous for its golden hour. It is very photogenic and very memorable. As you can see, all the guests are taking photos of the sunset, enjoying their rides along Mindle Beach. This is our team. So there's myself, my partner Shanae, she's also admin. These are all our camels at the moment. We've got Luna as our lead camel. And then we've got Dustin, second year apprentice. The reason why we called it that is that this is his second season since being fully trained coming down to the beach. And then we've got Brutus, who's our oldest, very reliable camel. If Luna doesn't decide to lead that day, we do chuck Brutus in place. We've also got Biscuit, who's a trainee camel. He's the camel to the left side of the picture, is slightly darker and brown. And then we got Frankie. Oh, sorry, a little bit about Biscuit. There will be a video at the end of the training process of Biscuit and how that goes. I hope you guys enjoy that. And then we got Frankie, our anchor camel. He's not too phased being at the end. Now they are herd oriented, and normally the last camel or the last animal being a herd oriented camel gets eaten first, but Frankie doesn't have that problem, hence why he makes a great anchor camel. And then Sid, our baby camel, he's the camel that started it all for us. We've had Sid for the last 4 years. He was rescued out of the wild, and yeah, that's where it all started with Sid. A little bit about our rides and what we offer. So the 20-minute beach market ride, it's a short, very sweet ride for those who have never been on an animal before, or for those young kids who, families that attend the markets. It is only offered during Mindle markets, so for the last week of April to the last week of October. Very family friendly, engaging rides. We offer 4 of those during Mindle markets, so it goes 4 to 4:20, and then we go 4:30, and then 5 o'clock, and then 5:30. Our pre-sunset beach ride, it's a lot more time on your hands, even though the ride itself is 45 minutes. But the guests get to enjoy one-on-one with the camels a little bit more, because we've got a little bit more on our hand, or a little bit more time. And then our premium ride, which is our sunset beach camel ride, and again, that's offered from April till November. And yeah, I think that picture there speaks for itself. You've got the sun setting over the ocean while touring on a camel during our dry season period, which I think is my favorite time of the year. We also offer private rides and experiences. So for example, we did offer a hens party that booked out the whole camel rides, and they wanted to do the camel rides on the beach. We went for 45 minutes. We offered some food and drinks at the time. We also do educational camel tours. We offer camel rides on our property, as well as a handling experience where you come out and enjoy being with the camel rather than riding the camel. You get to groom, brush, hand feed. It's very hands-on. And we also offer property rides if we don't get enough beach riders. So to sort of summarize everything, we are a very unique tourism experience, especially being in Darwin, where it hasn't been done before on the beach. It's very iconic to where we are. We're only about less than 10-minute walk from the city centre. It's about 3 to 5 minute car ride. We've got all the amenities there. So being a public space at Mindle Beach, you've got public toilets, you've got sufficient car parks. We're very close to Sky City Casino, which is just at the end of the beach on the other end. Yeah. Thank you for your time. This is the video. I hope you guys enjoy it, and let me know if you can't see it.
Great, thank you for that. Now, I just had a quick question. The length of the sunset camel ride, is that
It's
also
45 minutes. Yep.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
It's the same as that one.
The ride leaves about 15 or 20 minutes before the actual sunset, and then by the time we hit our halfway point and on the way back, the sun is just about to start setting and disappear into the ocean. And yeah.
Brilliant. Okay. Are there any, and actually still, yep, stop sharing your screen. Are there any other questions from anybody?
And yes, just quickly, that was Biscuit getting trained. So every couple of days, about twice a week, I'll saddle him up and jump on him. So this is just part of the training process, and yeah. And this is why he's a trainee and not, yeah.
Excellent. Thank you for that. Well, it's great to have another product on offer in Darwin, especially something along that beautiful Mindle Beach. So, yeah, we are really excited about this. So, well, thank you for that, Nada. Oh, hang on. We've just got a question. Do you offer a photo shoot or souvenir photo?
We can do so. Along the walk itself, we do encourage guests to pass their phones for photos. We don't offer anything, like sort of professional photo shoot type thing just yet. But yeah, a lot of guests just tend to carry their phones with them, and so we can do photos along the walk. And we do encourage that guests do that and share pass their phones to take photos.
Yeah. Okay, great. Was there anything else coming through? I don't think so. All right. Well, thank you so much. All right. Well, now we're going to hand over to Harisha from the Darwin City Hotel.
So hi all. Hope you can see me, and I'm just gonna share my screen. Can you see it? Or...
Yep. Just pop it into presentation.
Not yet.
Yep. Oh. Yep, we can see it. Just go down to the bottom and do that presentation mode.
Yeah. You can see it, right?
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. So hi all. Thanks for joining in. My name is Jay. I'm from Darwin City Hotel. So locally owned and established in 2018, Darwin City Hotel is a 4-star quality tourism accredited business. So we've been in the industry for the past 8 years. So the hotel is conveniently located in the heart of Darwin CBD. It offers 90 contemporary rooms, including 8 fully self-contained apartments. Because of the short time we have, I'd just like to run through 3 of the key strengths we have. So it's a versatile hotel with the ability to cater any traveler, no matter what their purpose of travel is. Secondly, it's a modern establishment, and it's specifically designed to suit the weather conditions, the tropical weather conditions in Darwin. And the main thing is our location. The hotel is conveniently located on Smith Street in the Darwin CBD, with easy access to all tourist attractions in Darwin. For instance, the Crocosaurus Cove is just behind the hotel, and even the waterfront precinct is just a 10-minute walk from the hotel. Even if you were driving to Kakadu or Litchfield, that's a 1.5 or 3 hour drive from Darwin CBD. since its inception, we have had several key milestones over the years. In 2019, we were part of the prestigious Praga Awards. We got an award in 2019. And in the past 4 consecutive years, we've received the Gold List Award for Best Accommodation in NT. We hope we get the same award for 2025 as well. This truly reflects our quality of accommodation and the service that we intend to provide. So there's 7 room types at the property. So the leading room type is the queen room with 1 queen bed. The second room type is a king room with 1 king bed. This king room can also be split into 2 single beds upon request. We also have a deluxe twin room, deluxe twin accessible room, family room with 3 beds, 1 bedroom apartment, and 2 bedroom apartments. In terms of accommodation amenities, anything that you expect in a 5-star property, we all have it included in our property. So there's complimentary Wi-Fi across the property, TVs, tea and coffee making facilities, walk-in showers, iron and ironing boards, mini fridge, safe. In addition, all the apartments are fully self-contained with a fully equipped kitchen and a laundry service. In terms of the hotel facilities, we do have an on-site restaurant that's Makan Stop. They're serving modern Singaporean cuisine. They're very famous in Darwin. They were actually the famous Laksa Festival winners last year. So that's a must when you're in Darwin. We also have an outdoor pool, conference room, business center. We also have a partnership with Lime Fitness, which is just across the road, and all our guests have free access to the gym 24/7. We also have on-site secure parking, on-site guest laundry, spa and wellness center. And in terms of customer reviews, we are currently ranked number 2 among the best valued accommodation options in Darwin on TripAdvisor. And on Booking.com, we have a review score of 7.9. The highlighting fact about this review score is this is after almost 3,000 odd number of reviews. And we're still sitting on 7.9, which is significantly high. So our goal is to deliver a memorable experience that feels like home, enjoyable, personal, and unique. This year, we are also launching a soft refurbishment to our king rooms. And we are also planning to do a refurbishment to our rear entrance that will be specifically designed as a designated drop-off area for tour coaches. Yes, so we are expanding and looking for guests to come over and visit beautiful Darwin. So if you do have any questions, all my contact details are here. Do not hesitate to contact us. Thank you.
Great, thank you so much for that. Do we have any questions from anybody in the group? And I can share your details later anyway, just so that everyone's got the contact details. Okay, right. Well, we're going to move on now. Thank you so much for that. We're going to move on now to Down Under Safaris. I don't think we've got Scotty on the line, so I will for him. All right, I'm just going to skip past this. Right. Okay. So Down Under Safaris are a private tour specialist, and Scotty and Bex have been running this company for many years, and they've just started to take that step into international distribution, which is really exciting. So they're local Darwin-based operators. They have got a really fantastic business where they do all private touring, so they don't have any scheduled departures. It's all private itineraries. They can be super flexible with what they offer. They've also got a really great connection with the local Indigenous communities in the top end, and they can incorporate that into any kind of touring as well. So that's a really, really beautiful, unique inclusion, I guess. Now, apologies, this one's a little bit blurry, but they do touring in all of the top end regions. So Darwin, Kakadu, Arnhem Land, Litchfield, Nipmuc or Catherine, and as well as out to the Kimberley. So they're really flexible about where they can go and obviously very knowledgeable about all of those regions. So they do signature experiences. You can see here from the photos, they do everything really, from half day touring through to 3 weeks. So great for a large group or for any kind of solo touring, families. And you do often find if you've got a family touring on a scheduled tour, sometimes it's actually cheaper to do a private tour than do that scheduled offering. So it's very stress-free, it's all included, and they've been doing these tours for many, many years, so they are very experienced and they know what they're doing, and they can incorporate that Aboriginal culture and the rock art out in Kakadu, the gorges and the waterfalls from Kakadu and Litchfield, all that beautiful, unique wildlife, and they can go into those really remote areas as well, which is pretty cool. And they go beyond the tourist trail. So I mentioned they've got that connection with the local Aboriginal culture. So they've been working with them for many years, for 20 years, and they've been doing a lot of projects like giving back to the community. And some of the stories they have are really interesting and, really beautiful about the work that they've done in some of these Aboriginal communities. They've got really great partnerships and friendships with a lot of the people living there. So they can incorporate this into their touring as well, which is, what a lot of people are looking for now when they are traveling. So that's such a nice, unique part of what they offer. In terms of their transportation, they've got their Land Cruiser, and they've also got their Isuzu truck, which is their 4-wheel-drive truck that seats 16, and their coaster bus, which is the sort of on-road version, I guess, which take up to 20 people. So they are flexible with their group sizes. It's all air conditioned. They've got Wi-Fi, which is so handy. Having Wi-Fi on board, obviously people like to get their social media updated while they're out and about. So it's pretty cool to have that, as well as that commentary that they offer and the refreshments that they'll provide for those private tours as well. So they've got everything that's needed. And in terms of their accommodation as well, they can offer swag camping, which is cool if people want to do something, a little bit offbeat. They do glamping, and also they can accommodate staying in the hotels and villas and the wilderness lodges as well for people that are wanting to have a proper bed for the night. So they do it all. They've got all the options available. So this is just a few images from them showing some of their happy customers, which just sort of highlights the offering that they have. Now, I don't think they've got a slide with your contact details, but I'll show you that at the end. Now, if there's any questions, please feel free to ask them now. Otherwise, I will move on to Deb Frosch from the NT Driver Guide. Now she's prepared a presentation, so I'm going to just play that for you now.
Well, good afternoon, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your time today. My name is Deb Frosch. I'm the owner-operator of NT Driver Guide, Escorted Touring. I apologise I can't be there today, but grateful that I can still be there on a virtual basis. I'm currently on tour in Kakadu. If there's any issues in regards to this recording and you can't hear it, please ask Karen for a copy of it. Or alternatively, feel free to click the QR code It will be available at the end of the presentation. That will take you straight to our website, where you can familiarise yourself with our products and services and also make contact directly with me. I can send you a copy of this slideshow, and I can also send you some rate sheets with and without pricing for your clientele. NT Driver Guide is entering its third year of business now in 2026, having won the Brolga Award in 2024 for the best new tourism business in the Northern Territory, which of course went on to winning the Bronze Award in the best new tourism business of Australia. Out of 60 submissions, we're very proud of that accolade. Certainly set us up to have a busy 2025. And 2026 is looking pretty good at the moment. But of course, we're always interested and open to further relationships throughout the region. NT Driver Guide is, of course, accredited and has appropriate memberships through relevant industry associations. We have the International Ready accreditation with the Quality Tourism tick. We have great relationships with Kakadu Tourism, Kakadu National Parks and Northern Territory National Parks. And of course, we are members of ATEC and Tourism Top End. We also recently had an article written on the front page of the Northern Territory newspaper that promotes our products and services, in particular to single female travellers who may be independently wanting to travel through the area with the safety of female tour guides. This is something that we're quite proud to specialise in. Our touring ranges throughout the top end through all of the major national parks and also arms out into Arnhem Land as well as the East Kimberley region down to Lake Argyle and Kununurra. For our smaller groups, which is the majority of our business, we provide a late model Land Cruiser with amazing sectional air conditioning, fabulous audio for people perhaps who don't have great hearing. We have a refrigerator in the back of the car, a trailer for people's luggage, and of course a UHF radio and remote contact device if there was to be an emergency. One of the things that sort of seems to really set us apart from others in some respects is we really appreciate giving old-fashioned service. If you do hop onto our website, you'll see a whole bunch of reviews. We only have 5-star reviews, nothing less. And the comment that keeps coming up is that we came as customers and we left as friends. So it's a really lovely statement to hear from our clientele. We're very flexible. We're completely customizable. It is not a book now product. So we encourage you to get in contact, see what our basic product is, and then we can rearrange it based on your customer's interests. Larger groups, we have access to a range of larger vehicles subject to availability and of course your clients' budgets, but we can actually do private tours for up to 50 people at a time. NT Driver Guide offer touring for couples, families, singles, sporting groups and corporates. In 2025, we ran incentive programs for national advertising agencies with up to 50 people. We ran the touring options for the non-players for the Veterans Golf Association that had 50 people in all sorts of touring options around Darwin. We ran tours for families of up to 16 people aged between 2 and 78 years old for 11-day tours. And of course, the main part of our business, which is small groups, families and couples. If your clients are just going to be in Darwin for the day, our Darwin Day Tour, which is a half or a full day activity, covering, of course, what their interests are, but we try and cover the variety of lifestyle in Darwin with the history, culture, natural history, wildlife, and everything that Darwin has to offer. Heading out to Kakadu National Park, we can do Kakadu in one day, although we prefer to do it as a multi-day tour, featuring the Yellowwater Billabong, wildlife, spotting, bird life, Indigenous rock paintings, cultural centres, art galleries, hiking, and of course our world famous breakfast by the Billabong, which is something that we really love to do on the beautiful winter's days that we have out in Kakadu. Litchfield National Park, again available as a day tour or multi-day tour, where guests can learn about the geology, the history, the economics of the region, and probably learn things that they've never wanted to know about termites. Beautiful opportunities for swim in nature, and we run these tours both in the dry season and the wet season. This can be done as a day tour off a cruise ship or an add-on as a part of a multi-day experience. Down in Catherine Gorge, the beautiful gorge down there, we take advantage of the wonderful cruises that Nitmaluk Gorge has to offer. We try and offer the morning breakfast cruise or the evening dinner cruise, or at the very least, just the 2 gorge cruise. Head up to the lookout, do the sunsets up there, and take a bit of a swim at the hot springs, either in Catherine or down at Mataranka. Again, totally versatile. If your clients are less mobile, well, of course, we'll take it slowly and not expect them to go hiking. We will build the product for them and their particular interests. If they want to jump into the hot springs, as this chap from Japan did in October last year, he felt that rubbing mango, Northern Territory mango, into his face was going to now be a part of his beauty regime. So a bit of humour, whatever they want to do, we're quite flexible to let them do as long as it's appropriate. All of our multi-day tours are accommodated, whether it's more of a grassroots outback experience that they want in a permanent tent or glamping tent, depending on the location, to the mid to high range accommodation options that are available through the region. We're quite happy to book all the accommodation on your behalf, but we also understand that you may like to do that yourselves. So we're quite happy to work with you to make sure that the accommodation works in with the appropriate itinerary and provide the best experience for our clients. Our tours are very immersive. There's slow motion. We're not in a hurry to get places. We will certainly make sure that we turn up to things on time, such as your cruises, etc. But we like to stop and have a chat with the locals, talk about art, immerse ourselves into the landscapes, and listen to the top end symphony orchestra by way of our bird life in the area. We try and arrange our tours in the opposite direction as large tour groups. So if there's a bus in front of us and it's turning left, good news, we will turn right. Ladies and gents, our clients don't go hungry on tour with us. We make sure that they're fed well, whether they're eating the award-winning food at the locations that we stay at, such as the Carter Lodge or Mimi's restaurant down at Corinda. If there's no food options at the locations, well then we're quite happy to cook a lovely barbecue with some seafood and some fresh local meats, or indulge in a NT driver guide bush picnic. People expect to have ham and cheese toasted sandwiches, I think, or just chicken wraps. We make sure that we provide beautiful fresh fruit, fresh food, and beautiful flavours and salads as we travel. Snacks and of course water to keep people hydrated is super important. And of course we will cater for people's dietary requirements as necessary. Yum. Regardless of if your clients are arriving by the GAN, a ship or a plane, we will assist them getting through Darwin, can organise airport transfers, GAN transfers, whatever they require just to get to the hotel or just to leave Darwin, please let us know, and we're most happy to assist. And finally, folks, for your most esteemed clients, we have a concierge service. From the moment they land in Darwin to the moment that they leave, we will be there for them, whether it's to take them shopping at Passpali Pearls, walk them through the Mindle Beach market. We're happy to be there on call 24/7 whilst they're here in Darwin, and of course on their multi-day touring activities. So final slide, ladies and gents, please do take this opportunity to screenshot the QR code and find your way to our lovely new website. My name is Deb Frosch. I'm here to help you in any way. Feel free to reach out. Let me know you've seen this presentation or if you need a copy of it, and whether I can provide you with a rate sheet with and without prices for your clients. Really appreciate your attention this afternoon, and hopefully the technology has not let us down. All the best, and thank you so much.
All right. Just before we move on to the next slide, which is just a wrap up, were there any questions regarding that presentation for NT Driver Guide? Maybe not. All right, well, here is everybody's contact details. You might want to take a quick note of this. I'm going to send this recording out to everyone so that you do have a copy, and I'll include everybody's contact details as well. So we're going to draw the prize for the $500 voucher this afternoon. So hopefully, good luck for that. Hopefully we'll be in touch. And just want to thank you so much for attending our NT Product Showcase updates. We're going to do these again later in the year in about September, with some new product that's coming through into the international distribution. So please feel free to get in touch with me in the meantime. But thank you everyone for taking the time to join us, and we will see you again soon.